So, you're having nightmares. Here are some easy steps to get over any nightmare and have very positive dreams because you can now control them and do whatever you want with them. So, the first key to controlling your nightmares is to understand your nightmares. And I'll help you go through this process by telling you guys some of my experiences that have made me realize what the hell's going on when I'm dreaming, and what to do about it. So one of my first nightmares that I had repetitive was I was walking outside of my building, and I remember I would be looking at my window from the outside, specifically my kitchen window, and I would see green blue light shining out through it, and I was kind of like curious of what that is, very concerning, and I'll go up my building and I'll go to my house, and I remember I'll open this specific door and there was a bad man there and something happened, or I'll wake up. I was terrified. And I'll have this dream many times, and I'll always wake up when I open that door and saw the guy there, So how did I get rid of this dream? So I remember the last time I had it, I opened that door and I had a memory come in my mind where I remember learning that hugging people releases certain chemicals in your brain that give you trust and good feelings. One of them is dopamine, but it's other things I forgot. This is like positive feelings, So I remember that happening, and I kind of felt like I was kind of realizing I was dreaming, but I guess I wasn't too sure, or maybe I was sure. I was very young, and I hugged the bad guy, and it became awkward so fast because then the bad guy turned into a good guy, and he was acting, it was like a family friend dynamic. Since I was way younger, he was way older, and it was just awkward, but he was good now, and it felt like a good presence. And I remember my mind was just blown, and I was like, whoa, like what the hell is going on? And the whole dream was kind of like shifting and changing, and it made me wake up. So what happened there? You need to understand that what you fear, what you're scared of in a dream, it's going to create itself because you're the one in control of it. Yes, your conscious mind is not in control, but your subconscious mind is. Your belief system is what's in control in the dream world. So when you dream, everything that's around you, imagine I'm in a dream world right now. This is my room, this is in my dream. Everything here would be how I believe reality is. You understand? I'm used to this world, so there's gravity in this reality. So in my dream, there's most likely going to be gravity. I'm going to be sitting down. I'm familiar with this room, so if I dream of my room, it might look similar. In many cases, we don't get the location right accurately, so we kind of change it to our own perspective, because it's all depending on how our mind perceives things, how we see things. So not everything will be exactly the same. But anyways, it's your mind. Camera's this way. It's your mind. So let's say I were to open that door and I were to be afraid. And I'll see this guy and I'll be like thinking, what is he gonna do? He's a bad guy, he's a stranger, I'm a child. So all those thoughts coming in of fear are gonna feed into that entity, personification of your fear, and you will be allowing that to happen. The only one giving the bad power in a dream is you. So if you understand this, you understand that you are quite powerful in your dream. In real life too, if you understand other things, but in your dream it's all you, good and bad. That's one example. It's very common for people to have nightmares of being chased. There's like a prey-predator aspect that I kind of see. Like I think it's a very primal thing. And I had a dream that I was running down this like old, like almost like an Italy-looking street, or I don't even know. And there was two rabid wolves, big nasty wolves, or like rabid dogs. I don't know, but they were aggressive wolves or dogs chasing me, and I was running. And my legs are doing that thing where like I can't run that fast, because you're scared, so it feels like you're in slow motion and jello. Then I kind of had that familiarity of like, oh, this is a dream. So instead of wanting to experience that badness and having that that having to feel getting attacked, which I do not want to feel. I decided to try to change it. So if I were to continue trying to run, I am telling my brain that is danger, that is bad. So I'll be giving a reason to run away. You understand? Like what is chasing me is gonna attack me. So I did the exact opposite. I stopped, I turned around, I got on my knees, and I opened wide, like you would do, like kind of downwards, like you would do to a dog. And then they came to me and they were just licking me, and they were just like, like really friendly dogs. They're like big dogs, but I was petting them and it was a good time. And I woke up. So what is the lesson here? The lesson is, in the dream world, and everything is you. So if you're being tormented by your own mind, you need to understand that you have to go through it. You have to face it. You can't, like, you could run away, you could try to keep fighting and stuff, but it's gonna keep on going. You're gonna feed it because you're the one empowering that other version of you. You're the one giving it power. It's all based on belief, all based on your system of what reality is, So I hope that helps a lot. I would leave this video with one last example. I was having I guess it's a nightmare, but it was a nightmare where I was like back in school, and it's weird because that was my middle school, but it was a college dynamic where I was like, it was okay to be late to class. And I remember I walked in and there was like an exam going on I didn't know about, and there was only like 8 minutes left or something like that. And I was begging the professor to let me take it, that I could do it quickly, and he didn't want to let me, and I convinced him. I started taking the exam, and it's like the most weirdest fucking questions that I'm reading. I don't even know like what's going on, And I remember I looked to my right, and two of the students, these two girls, were just completely naked. And that's what made me realize, okay, I'm dreaming. So I woke up into like the reality that I'm dreaming. And I remember that I remembered of this one particular like teacher I wanted to see. So I left that class and I wanted to find this other teacher. And as I left the class, I went to the hallway and I opened any random door, and I was trying to become like, okay, this is her class, It was it was a childhood kind of like, it was just someone that I really, and I opened it and it wasn't that class. It happens. It's hard to manifest things in your dream. You have to fully believe because it's a belief system. Like you have to. It's like be so sure of it. I remember I walked in that class and it was packed, and everyone's like, "What am I doing there?" And one of the students was this like really nerdy, like hall pass type of guy, and he was like confronting me about like what I was doing there and stuff, and he started trying to fight me. And as a martial artist, like I kept entertaining the fighting thing, and we kept like fighting, and I kept throwing him around and launching. It was like way shorter than me, and it became really annoying, like, because every time I would win, he just kept going back and doing like crazy kung fu stuff. And I realized that the more that I will fight, the more that I would have this forever fight. I will never win, because I'm entertaining this idea. It's just gonna keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. And I was like, fuck, I don't got that much time being aware of my dream. I wanna enjoy this, and I was having a mission, So I decided, okay, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go to the next class. So I turned around, and what did I do? I walked calmly, opened the door, and walked away. I didn't run, and I didn't run for a very specific reason. I didn't want that annoying ass hall pass guy to fucking chase me, I don't want him to ruin this shit. So if I run, I'm gonna trigger that prey response of why am I running? You know what I mean? I don't want to be running away from him, because then if I'm doing that, I'm implying that I'm getting chased. And that means that I'm going to be creating that scenario of him chasing me. I don't want that. So I just looked away. And once you look away in dream world, it's not like real life where there's still this background behind you. No, you're in dream world. So you look away, there's nothing behind you. Everything is just what you create. So it's everything in front of you, you know? So I looked away and I walked calmly. I don't want to manifest it. I don't want to create that I'm running away. So you understand how much power we have in these worlds? It's your own mind, you know? So the sooner you become friends with your mind, the sooner you give your mind love and not fear, not hate, not judgment, you would have more pleasant dreams. That does require you to get over your fears, which is good. You know, a lot of you people avoid your fears, but you need to understand that going after your fears is the only way that will make you grow as a person, you know, in the best way possible, I guess. You know, you become more confident, you discover more about yourself, and sometimes your greatest fears are secretly your biggest strengths. You might discover a lot of love for what you once feared, you know? It sounds kind of weird, but it's honestly very true, you know? Like fear of maybe public speech, you know? You might be really good at public speaking if you really tried it, you know? You might actually enjoy it. Fear of singing, fear of expressing your art emotion. I had that one big time. And I forced myself through years to go to karaoke and embarrass myself. And not too long ago, for the first time, I did an open mic. And I played my guitar and I surprisingly sang. And I felt so good, man. Like, really good. I'm happy I did that. And that's something I was so afraid of doing. Haven't even done that in front of family. Like, my hands were sweaty the whole time. They don't normally sweat, but I was that scared. But I did good, you know? And I don't think that's gonna be a fear anymore. And now I'm like looking forward to the next open mic because I actually like the fear is gone. Now I just want to do good in it, you know? So you don't know, you know? Who knows? You might get over your fear in your dream, and your nightmare might turn to something very beautiful, something very good, you know? Now, there is to the people that see dreams in a more spiritual manner, and you might believe that you're being tormented by another entity. I believe it's the same recipe for if it's another entity like a demon or some shit, or if it's your own mind, you know, your own fears being personalized, uh, like as a person or whatnot. It's the same recipe. Don't feed it fear. Don't give it power. Give it love instead. Give it self-love, you know? If you are afraid of these entities or if you're afraid of your own mind, you got to understand that this type of badness comes from a very low vibration. You know, what does that mean? It means a low emotion, you know, which is weak. If you go into the lore of demons and stuff, being attached to people or whatnot, they seem very parasitic. And if I know anything that's parasitic is a weak being because it depends on another being for survival. You know, it can't be on its own. It depends on your energy. Same how as a nightmare depends on your fear for it to survive. You get me? So it's only bad because you are giving it power, you know? So low key is only bad because your little part of you is bad, you know? And you just gotta give it love and give it, you know, realize what the badness even means. So badness is lack of love. So badness is weak. It's emotional. It's sad. It's hurt. You know, it's hurt. Revenge. It's hurt. It's not clear-minded. It's not calm. If it was something that you really need to fear, it's something that's bad and powerful, that has no emotion, that will just kill you without a thought. You know, just dead. That's it. But something that has to try to scare you, manipulate you, like a nightmare or a demon, you know, that's weak. Why does it need to scare you? Why does it need to feed you lies? Why does it need to like or why does it need to do any of that? Why not just hurt you? Like well, why such a mental game? That's such a weak thing to do. It's if you go to any animal kingdom world or any like even just a human world, like any trickster, any type of bully that focuses on the manipulation side of bullying, like the mind the game, instead of the physical side. Even the physical ones, they're all weak, because the ones that are physical are weak emotionally. The ones that are more like mental bullies are weak in physical. That's why they attack you mentally. They don't attack you through their body because they're afraid that you're going to hurt them. A real strong being will look for an honest fight. And that's something I've learned in martial arts, Like true strength is people that have like true strong guys, truly confident people that love the true warriors, they want an honest fight. Maybe there's a lot more to this that I do not know, but I do know that anything that is parasitic in nature or depends on tricks is weak. It is what it is. So I hope that I got rid of this fear, focus on love, and understand the dream world is all you. Again, the example of everything, if I'm in the dream world right now that you're watching, and all of this whole room is all me. I don't even have to be in my body in a dream world. I'm only in a body in a dream world because of this reality that I am right now as a human being. You understand? Like the dream is trying to like make sense, like it's trying to copy reality. That's what it's trying to do. But in reality, in a dream, anything goes. You could go through walls, you could change, you could leave your body, you could be a whole different person. You could even be just a camera, like a camera in a movie or something. Like you're not even human. Understand that you are the most powerful thing in your dream. You are like a god in your dream. So I hope this helps. I hope this really helps. I'm gonna be helping people with their dreams in this. I'll talk about my own dreams. I have so many written down. I've been lucid dreaming for a long time. I'll probably make a video on how to lucid dream, how to be aware of your dreams, because it's very important to be aware of your dreams. Hell, like we spend a lot of time sleeping. It's a big part of your mind. I think it's very important to know about your dreams, know what you're thinking, know where your mind is going, And I'm gonna keep working on this channel. This is my first video. I'm not very comfortable speaking in front of the camera, so I've been working up the courage to do this, and I think finally now's the time. And I'm just happy to help. Happy to help. Have a good night.